still talking about the internet and the things people post on the internet. Now, while we were mourning Baba, a bill was passed huku chini ya maji. Yani, without us knowing, hakukuwa ile time ya sijui the public has to review this or what, nothing. It was signed in secret. We only knew it because of whistleblowers. Now, it was a bill about, regulating internet interactions and bullying people online. And the fact that it was done in so much secrecy, we were like, it is because you guys have been going after your president like that. Kenyans on the internet, y'all be doing too much. When it comes to criticizing the government, criticizing anything that's not working, tunakuanga number one complainers. Now, after this was passed, however, this morning I did see that the High Court has put a pause on that. Or rather, has somebody went to petition against it being an actual bill, so we'll see how that turns out. But while it's still in limbo, we had a few people come in to either support or say no to said bill. And one of them was Ambare. We know her, she is influential, she's on the internet, she's doing her thing, and we love it. In fact, at this point, she's influenced everyone, even her family members. Have you all seen Atana's videos? I will literally get late just watching Atana terrorize her parents. That's just how good she's made social media and made it work for her family. Now, she says that we cannot continue normalizing insults, cyberbullying, false accusations, and online violence in the name of opinion. Now, she has been on the receiving end of such stories. She has been on the receiving end of false stories, bullying. I see people with any, this is just my opinion, and you go and write it in her comment section. But sometimes we forget that actual people are involved. And she was talking about how, the lack of regulation on the internet is giving people some sort of illusion of power without consequence. And that's exactly it. She said that a real human with real emotions, dignity, is on the receiving end of such opinions and stories. Opinions is in quotes, honestly. And as somebody who's also on the internet and gets to be on the receiving end of people's opinions, just because there's no consequence for anything they may say, low-key, I get it. But at what point does it become we are protecting the people, we're protecting other citizens from being bullied on the internet? Or is it now a thing of suppressing the media? We're suppressing free speech. So my urge to everyone, use the internet in a fit manner. Not everything you see you have to comment on. Ukiangalia hivi una, ni kama ana limp. Don't go out of your way to comment to someone's ni walking style yake mpya. Ati, kwani unatembeaga aje? Hey, what does this have to do with you? Me, I'm just sad to say, kwani umenona aje? Why? Or you come after family members. We've seen recently, after the passing of Raila Odinga, and his son Raila Jr. made a speech, and it became for some reason a trend of people mimicking, the paralysis on his face. And I'm like, for what reason? Why did you think that was something that was funny, and you recorded it and posted it on the internet for likes, clicks, for what? For nothing. They're not even interesting. So just be responsible.
Yeah. I feel the problem with Kenyans is that we take things too far. Like, this is honestly, the Raila Junior video was very problematic. Even seeing Mama Aida, imagine someone is going through mourning, they're going to pause their mourning to come and address you, surely. We even say Winnie Odinga, same thing. She stopped to come and address this issue because it's a genetic issue, okay? He has autism. It's called acoustic schwannoma. Like, parts of his body will start to fail. I don't understand why someone's nerve damage would cause you to find it funny, okay? Anyway, let's be more keen on what we're doing online, because I feel like these laws are only being put in place because we are the drama. Like, we start problems, make them so aggravatedly bad that someone has to come and say apana. We call apa. This is where the line is. We need to draw it. But if the line is drawn don't forget, it will be used against you in the court of law. Like they said, it is a law for anyone, against anyone who says or does something that is a lie or a rumor or something. If they think that you should know about it, if they even imagine that you should know about it, you can be convicted. Can you imagine how that can be used against a lot of people? Like, you should have known. Why didn't you know? Because you didn't know. That's a you problem. You know, you should have known. That can be used against you in the court of law, and you can be fined out of 20 million Kenya shillings and get 10 years in prison. It is too much of a curtailment, considering we know our leaders. Okay, so let's try and be more, manage how we are on the internet to prevent things like these. It's really a gag. It's a gag order if you really think about it. Or it can be used as a gag order, but we need to get it to stop before it becomes so bad that it is necessary. All right?